Louisiana beer reviews, the Dolle, Stille Nacht. Okay, this is the second recording. I did one recording, but it was a little long. And then I had some like paper on my, like little pieces of napkin paper on my sweater, and it was bothering me. But and also I wanted to show that if you swish the bottom, you're going to get a lot of sediment in there. I mean, whoa. Okay, this video is turning out to be a disaster as well, a little bit. Is that carbonated enough for you? And it better be, well, I already tasted it, but it is great. $6.29 for this little 11.2 ounce bottle. Have we all gone crazy? Well, Beer Advocate says it's outstanding, A+. The bros say, hell, it's better than that. You heard me say that word. That's how fast the 12% will get to you. I said hell. The bros say it's world class, which is higher than an A+. Rate Beer saying 100 out of 100. 100 out of 100 for the style, and the Beer and Me saying most excellent. They're just saying an A. Okay. Luckily I was able to catch the foam. I'll have to rinse the glass off later. Look how, you get that orange, gold, peach thing. You're going to get the cloud in there. It's made with water, pale barley malt, nugget hops, and yeast, and candy sugar added. I always wonder, a lot of times, if these beers would be as good without the flavoring. It's a flavored beer. It's made with candy sugar. There was Joseph's Brow, which was a contract brew for Trader Joe's, which was made without the candy sugar and had much more straightforward beer flavor. But it's 12% alcohol. Good grief. This company was founded in, I think, the year 2000 in an old brewery that had been shut down in 1980. This beer's been around that long. They just, if you look on their website, there's an English section. You can click it and it'll be in English. They did a vertical tasting. All the Stille Nacht Silent Night beers from 2000 up till 2014. They did them all. They tasted them. Oh, incredible. There is just brown chunks everywhere. I don't know if that's showing up, but it is wild. I bought this at Stein's Deli. I wanted to get the Mars Brow Christmas box, but they were out when I went back Friday night before we went to the Pelicans game. So I was so discouraged. He said, well, you can come back and get it next year. I said, you're right. Possibly I could. Well, the aroma is white bread. It's sweetness. It's dates and figs, that kind of thing. So you get your light fruits and all that. Now I can go down to Racetrack and get a bunch of different Four Loko flavored beers for 12% alcohol too, in 24-ounce cans. Got a feeling though they won't be as good as this, and I've never had a Four Loko beer, thankfully. The flavor's much the same. White bread, the light fruits. There is booziness for sure, but there's no but. And the bitterness is a bit low. The mouthfeel is medium. And the finish is surprisingly refreshing and also surprisingly drinkable. I would not advise drinking this too fast. 12% alcohol, you could run into some real issues. I'm already feeling it. I'm not slurring really though, but if you drink 2 of these, man, look out. And I need to eat some lunch, so, and there's the NFL playoffs coming up. But it's cool, I mean, it's a great beer. I'm going to go with, I'm not going to say world class, but I'm going to say outstanding A+. It is an A+ beer, no doubt. I mean, world class is this glass, the West Latrin 12. Yeah, that was a world class beer. It's $14 a bottle though, but yeah, it was the best beer I've ever had. Pretty carbonated. Old books. Junior high mathematics from Jen and Company. 1926. I mean, this book seems harder than junior high math today. I don't know. maybe Louisiana's math. It's not. Law of exponents, monomials. This seems like more like high school, what they would teach. Division of monomials, difference between two squares, factoring trinomials, a review of factoring. I just don't remember this in junior high, but solution by factoring, physics formulas. Now, and they got little tests. I mean, you could basically teach the whole year out of this book because there's tests in there and everything. And there's like a map showing how they do, surveying. I don't think junior high math is that complex today. Popular fairy tales illustrated. It's falling apart. The Dragon's Grandmother. That's a little frontispiece. The Grimm Brothers. Alice and Company, New York. This particular book, I don't know what year it's from. I would guess around 1900. There's a lot of Grimm's fairy tales that I've never heard of. The Blue Light. The Blue Light, that's a Stevie Nicks song that was featured in the 1981 movie Heavy Metal. I wonder if this is related to that in any kind of way. Because that's a pretty esoteric song. Don't listen to her, listen through her. Grimm's fairy tales are very politically incorrect and grim. The Three Green Twigs. Humility and poverty lead to heaven. They have some bizarre stuff in here. I need to read this. I don't really like fiction, but it's a pretty fascinating book, and probably paid a quarter for it. The Brothers Grimm, Bee Gees, Brothers Grimm, the Bee Gees, Brothers Gibb. See the connection? Olympia, it's the water. This is a old can. We don't get Olympia in Louisiana anymore. This is interesting because it says Pabst Brewing Company, La Crosse, Wisconsin. So this must have been after their buyout of G. Heilemann / Stroh's in 1999, because Pabst never had a brewery in La Crosse, Wisconsin. G. Heilemann did, and then Stroh's bought it the day I was there, the actual day I was there, 1996. That was the headline news on the radio. And now it's run by City Brewing, which is supposedly an independent company, but a lot of Pabst beers are still brewed at City Brewing, not to mention Guinness beers and Sapporo, if you can believe it, and Melanie Brewing beers like Pitbull or whatever that thing is. All right, that's kind of the original can. Now here's a later can that I bought in the south side of Chicago around 2012. I like to go to that part of Illinois, south side, suburbs. You can find fascinating beers there. They always have the Lucky Horseshoe. Olympia started, obviously, right? Olympia, Washington, in Washington State. Here's dry Olympia. And you notice they're trying to mimic the Asahi dry can. Pretty obvious they're trying to do that. I think I'm going to show some old dry beers in the next video. Pabst Brewing Company, San Antonio, Texas. That was their old Pearl Brewing facility. And then Tumwater, Washington. So this was made before they closed down Tumwater's brewery. It's nothing there now. I mean, the building might be there. The brewery's gone. I remember this being pretty good. Was it as good as Asahi Dry? Not exactly, but it was good. I bought this in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, I believe at Albertsons. There's a lot of Albertsons stores in Baton Rouge, and they have a strange array of beers. Sometimes you'll find things in Albertsons in Baton Rouge that don't exist. In other words, you'll call the distributor. We don't carry that in Louisiana. But yet, it'll be there, So, I don't know what the story is with that. Back to this. Wow. Ugh. This is devastating. I mean, I'm starting to lose the coherent situation. Can you imagine drinking two of these? Holy smackerel. 12%. It's incredible. It does have that cream cheese cake icing, probably Duncan Hines, I'd say, cream cheese cake frosting or icing thing. Similar, and this is going to really sound bizarre, not unlike Genesee Cream Ale. Now, Maria Devon and I did a Beer and BS. She has her own channel, and we did Genesee Cream Ale. My daughter didn't care for it. She thought it was ordinary, like Pabst Blue Ribbon. I rather strongly disagreed, but Maria said, yeah, I see that cream cheese icing thing. So, you know, is this similar to Genesee Cream Ale? In some ways it is. It really is, except that you can get a 6-pack of Genesee Cream Ale for the same price as 1 bottle of this, so take that into account. But anyway, yeah, A+, outstanding from me. I think it's a great beer. I'm glad I got to try it. It's a little too strong, you know, for my flavor. 12%, it just catches up with you and it sort of pushes you around a little bit. Anyway, so thank you for Lazy Le Bon Ton Relay. Thank you for watching this video, and y'all come on down to New Orleans.